Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I wanted to show you guys how I make a custom wig unit for one of my clients from start to finish. So I will be showing you guys in this video on how I take their measurements and make them a custom wig unit for their order. So if you guys are interested, then definitely keep watching this video. So the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at is the supplies that I will be using to make the wig unit. Of course, I have my canvas wig block and a 21.5 inch. The reason why I have this is because my client does have a 21.5 head circumference. So that is the reason why I'm using this particular canvas wig block. The next thing, of course, is I have my needle and thread. I have my pair of scissors, and of course, my dome cap and the hair that I will be using. Now, the hair that I will be using is from my hair collection. It's my Amour Luxury hair collection, and I am using the Isabelle straight hair. She wanted her wig unit using straight hair, so that is the reason why you guys see me using the straight hair. The straight hair is in length 16, 18, and 20, and I will be using a 16-inch lace frontal. And of course, the last thing that I will be using is the wig stand. If you guys do not know, you definitely need a wig stand, or at least a wig stand clamp to make your wig units. So the first step in making my wig unit is I always position the dome cap onto the mannequin head. I try to make sure that I place it in a way where it measures up to my client's head measurements. And to keep my dome cap in place on the mannequin head, I use these large T-pins that you guys can get from, I believe, fabric store or the beauty supply store. So once the dome cap is positioned on the mannequin head properly, I go in and position the lace frontal. Now, with me doing the lace frontal or sewing the lace frontal down, I do not cut the lace frontal. I believe if you leave the lace frontal the way that it is and sew it down onto the mannequin head, it gives your customer or your client more ways to style their unit. So now that I have the lace frontal positioned the way that I want it, I'm going to go in and start sewing it down. I do use 2 needle and threads to sew down the lace frontal. The reason why I do this is so that the lace frontal doesn't buckle. So I start on one side of the lace frontal, and I also sew on the other end of the lace frontal as well. So that's the reason why I need 2 needle and thread to sew down the frontal. So I just kind of go back and forth when it comes to sewing down the lace frontal, so it does not buckle or reposition itself. Now, this is a really good tip to use if you guys ever had, or ever experienced your lace frontals not being positioned right on your wig unit. Try this method and see if it works for you, because I know I've gotten a few comments on my previous videos where you guys are having trouble with sewing down your lace frontal. So this is a really good tip to use. Also, you want to make sure that when you do start sewing your wig unit, there are times that you will have to reposition the dome cap. You will have to, stretch it out on one side or the other side. You might have to reposition your T-pins. And the reason for this is because you guys have to remember, when you're sewing down a wig unit or your wefts onto your dome cap, is anytime that you're sewing, you're actually pulling on the dome cap. So a lot of times when you do pull on the dome cap, it does reposition. It does, you might sew in a way where you're pulling more of the dome cap that you need to. So that is the reason why when you do create a wig unit, you always want to make sure that you're repositioning, taking a look at if the dome cap is positioned properly on the canvas wig block. Now, a good tip that I wanted to give you guys is when you do create your wig unit, try to check and see and make sure that you're using the correct stitching technique. I know in the past I've gotten a few comments where you guys are saying that your wig unit or your wefts on the dome cap isn't taut, and it all depends on what stitching technique that you use. Now, when I create custom wig units, I want to make sure that the wig unit is the wefts on the dome cap is taut. I want to make sure that there's no loose wefts on the dome cap, because you definitely don't want to do that, because your customer will have a very difficult time styling their unit. So the stitching technique that I use is the blanket stitch method, and you guys will see it throughout the video. I used it when I stitched the lace frontal down, and I will be using it when I sew down the wefts as well.
Oh na na na, 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 yeah. One time now for the gal, I'm up in the place. Yeah, the sis come through, get a squad, some space. Get down, girl. Ain't nobody tell you nothing. Yeah. And if they try to tell you something, tell them find some stairs and run up. Cause I ain't tryna be nobody, body. I ain't tryna tell you how to live your life. No. You do what you have to, I know that it's hard.
Alright, love, so I am done making the wig unit. Sorry this is not a full out tutorial. The reason for that is because I have tons of full start to finish tutorials on how I make custom wig units. So if you guys are interested, I'll try to link the playlist up above as well as down below in the description section. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut the excess fabric from underneath the lace frontal. You want to make sure that you do this, you guys. I know I've gotten a lot of questions on this as well, of whether or not should you cut the excess fabric or excess piece of the dome cap that is underneath the lace frontal. Yes, you do, because if you don't, then of course your lace frontal will not show and it is not a full completed wig unit. So what I do is go ahead and cut in the middle and then just cut from side to side, and then that piece is off. It will not mess up your wig unit whatsoever if you cut that piece off. Your wig unit will still stay intact, so don't worry about it. Make sure you cut that piece off. So the next thing that I did was I did go in and shampoo as well as deep condition the wig unit. I let it air dry, and then I did go in and straighten the wig unit as well. And then the last thing that I have to do is just go ahead and package up the wig unit order, which you guys will see a little bit in this video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is about it. This is basically my standard routine of what I do when I do get a custom wig unit order from one of my customers. If you guys do not know, I am back making custom wig units for my signature wigs. And then I do have a few already made wig units on my site. I do have a brand new website for my wigs as well as my hair collection. Before, I was on amourwigsin.com, but I went ahead and transitioned it over to my standard site, which is for all my products. So if you guys are interested in getting a custom wig unit order made by me, you can go ahead and check it out on my new site, which is amourluxurycouture.com. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below in the description section. If you haven't subscribed to me, definitely subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.
Hello. Bounce around, 2 different jobs. But you have to do what you have to know. A closed mouth don't get fed over here. But you have to do but you have to know. Yeah. No, closing mouths don't get fed. I hold that stays in your head. Think about it lying down in your bed at night. Ooh, baby girl, I know you do whatever you have to. It's so unfair, fair when they judge you. Oh, no. Just tell them that no one can judge you. No one should judge. No one should. Girl, I gotta tell you, you the best from time. I just had to get that off my chest. Hope you don't mind. No. I mean, who am I to judge you? Take your time, girl. I mean, who am I to rush you? Baby, fall in love with you. Oh. Ooh. Baby girl, I know you do whatever you have to. It's so unfair, fair when they judge you. Oh, no. Just tell them that no one can judge you.